Will you never cease to astonish?
Tales to astonish.
Why don't you astonish me, shitface?
Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Talk Word Explainer. We're absolutely thrilled you're learning with us today. You know, if you're on a journey to master the English language, expanding your vocabulary isn't just about staring at lists to memorize them. It's really about uncovering the personality, the history, and the true power behind the words that native speakers use every single day. So today, we're taking a fascinating look at one of the most expressive words out there. We're going to break down its meaning, uncover its surprisingly dramatic origins, and show you exactly how to use it in the real world.
Now, I want you to take a second and think back to a moment in your life of extreme, jaw-dropping surprise. Maybe someone threw you a massive surprise party when you thought everyone had completely forgotten your birthday. Or maybe you witnessed something so incredible, like a breathtaking natural phenomenon, or a mind-bending magic trick that your brain just couldn't process it for a second. You were literally frozen in disbelief. Well, that exact feeling, that total inability to form words because you're so utterly shocked, that's our focus today. Okay, let's dive into this.
All right, Section 1. Let's start by defining astonish, its meaning, and its usage.
Let's look at the foundational meaning of this powerful word. Astonish is a verb, so it's an action word, meaning it describes the act of causing a powerful feeling in someone else. Now, I really want you to notice the specific words used in this definition: sudden and overpowering. This isn't a slow realization, right? It hits you all at once. When you astonish someone, you're filling them with an emotion so strong that it temporarily takes away their ability to react normally. Sure, it's synonymous with amazing someone, but it carries this very specific weight of a sudden, almost overwhelming shock.
Moving right along to Section 2, the thunderous origin and its Latin roots.
Now, as any language learner knows, understanding a word's history is a fantastic trick for remembering it forever. And what's really interesting here is the literal history hidden right inside the letters of this word. If we travel back to its Latin roots, we find two parts. We have ex, which meant out, and tonare, which meant to thunder. Put those together and they form the vulgar Latin word ex tonare. So historically speaking, to astonish someone meant to leave them literally thunderstruck. It's as if a huge bolt of lightning and a crash of thunder had hit right next to them, leaving them dazed, deafened, and just completely shocked. Whenever you use this word, I want you to imagine that loud crack of thunder, because that's the real level of impact you're conveying.
Next up is Section 3, where we compare astonish versus surprise on the emotional scale.
To truly master English, you really need to understand the exact weight, the intensity, and, the temperature of the words you choose. Native speakers are constantly choosing between these two words. Let's think about a surprise. A surprise is a mild, unexpected event. Finding a $5 bill in your old winter coat, that's a surprise. It's nice, it's totally unexpected, but it doesn't exactly stop your heart, right? On the other hand, we have astonish. This is an extreme, mind-blowing shock. Discovering you hold the winning lottery ticket for $50 million, that astonishes you. You drop your coffee cup. Your jaw literally hits the floor. Basically, you want to use astonish when surprise is simply too weak to describe the intensity of the moment.
Okay, moving to Section 4, real-world examples. Let's look at using it in context.
Let's bring this vocabulary lesson into the present and see how native English speakers actually construct sentences with this word. Consider this phrase: the magician's disappearing trick completely astonished the crowd. And this brilliantly illustrates how the word is used in an active way. The trick is the subject doing the action, right? It's the thing doing the astonishing. The crowd is on the receiving end. We also love to pair it with adverbs like completely or utterly to really emphasize that thunderstruck feeling we talked about earlier. I mean, a magic trick defies the laws of physics and belief, which makes astonish the absolute perfect word choice here.
Here's another incredible example, and honestly, this one is highly common in everyday conversation. I am astonished by your rapid progress. Notice the passive structure here, where you're expressing your own internal feeling. I am astonished. You can actually use this exact sentence structure to give someone a massive, deeply encouraging compliment. If a friend learns to play the guitar in just 2 months, you don't just say, I'm surprised. No, you say, I am astonished by your progress. It makes the listener feel incredible because it tells them their achievement is nothing short of mind-blowing.
Which brings us to Section 5, Keep Learning and the Talk Word app.
So, we've conquered astonish, but the English language is vast and just full of wonders. Building a robust, colorful vocabulary is an ongoing adventure, but the good news is you don't have to do it alone. I highly encourage you to download the companion Talk Word app today. It is essentially an entire library of explainers exactly like this one, right in your pocket. You can listen to engaging podcast-style explanations for any English word you encounter, whether you're commuting, at the gym, or just relaxing at home. It is for sure the absolute best way to master English nuance on the go, transforming confusing vocabulary into your own personal superpower.
Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Keep practicing, have fun with it, and I will see you next time.